Yo, what's going down, man? Hey, so today we got our first real versus fake comparison, man. I'm gonna help y'all spot on the real versus fake comparison with the box, and then I get into the shoes. We're gonna go into detailed looks from the font all the way down to what's inside. Let's do it. All right, man, so we're gonna get into these boxes. Like I said, you got the fake on the left, you got the real on the right. And man, when they first started making these fakes, man, they used to make these boxes so much bigger than the original ones, man. And now they kind of like step their game up. They almost exact same size, so it's time for you to step your game up by spot. So let's go ahead and get into these labels, man. You got the fake on the left, you got the real on the right, man. And right off the bat, man, we're just gonna get into it with these labels. I mean, if you look at it, you know what I'm saying, it looked pretty normal, but what they don't do usually is disattach this from the box like how it is on the fake. Like what his suggested retail sign is, they never really have it flabby like that, you know what I'm saying? It's usually attached to the box just like the rest of the sticker. You know what I'm saying? You see how there's no spaces in between it, like how it is on this one, like you got these gaps. Then another thing you can notice right off the bat, man, is the color scheme. All right, the color scheme is different from the color code. The color scheme is the actual color of the shoe, and then you got the color code, which is down here. That's how you look it up on Google or whatnot, and it'll pop right up. But right off the bat, you can tell this font is so much thicker than what it is on the real one. You see the color scheme on here? It's real thin and real neat. And then if you look at this one, it's real bold. So if I zoom out, you can almost tell just even from a distance, like the texture, I mean the boldness of it. So you can notice that right off the bat. Like the 9 and the actual size, I mean it's almost the exact same. Like you can't really just go by off that. You gotta pay attention to the detail. All right, so we're gonna get into the side of the box. Left, which is a fake, right, which is authentic. I mean you can tell right off the bat, man, look how much bigger the font is on the fake than it is on the real. And then from where the box ends at the bottom down here, look at the space that's between the actual end of the box to where the font starts. You see how much space that is between there? And then if you look at the authentic, the space from here to the end of the box to where the font begins is just so much more space between that. I mean, you can tell even from this. So we're gonna check out the bottoms of the box. We got the fakes on the left, we got the reals on the right. I mean, and just by looking at the font that's on the fakes, man, you can just tell it's just so sloppy. I mean, just compared to the actual authentic ones, I mean, it's real nice and neat. And you know what I'm saying? And you can pay attention, you can spot that too, man, if you know what you're looking for. Just right off the bat, you know, you don't want to go for something that just look like this. You know what I'm saying? This is not how Nike produce their products, man. So if you pay attention to it, I mean, there's just so much more detail. Even where it says just do it, and then you pay attention to where the just do it is on this one, it's just two totally different things, man. Let me zoom out. It's two totally different. You can tell right off the bat. All right, man, so we're gonna get into what's on the inside of the box. You got your fakes on the left, you got your reals on the right. Got the classic off-white paper that it comes with. And right off the bat, man, you can tell just by looking at it, the paper that's on the fakes, that blue texture is just so much more darker than what it is on the actual authentic pair. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can see that, but I mean, it's a big difference. I mean, it comes with your classic off-white logos, Nike logos, your Wings logos from Jordan. But you also got this manufacturer number that comes on the inside of the authentic pair, man, that Nike puts on the inside of their shoes. It also comes with a QC 24OK sticker, man. You want to look for that and make sure that's in there. Because, I mean, if you look at the fakes, you got no number, you got no sticker. But it does come with this YDM sticker that you see in a lot of shoes now. And I mean, in those stickers, man, they are almost exact to the ones that's on the inside of the authentic pair. So you can't just look for that sticker, man. You gotta look for your manufacturer number, you know what I'm saying, which is right here. And then you gotta look for your QC sticker, man. All right, man, I showed y'all the box. Now it's time to get into these kicks. All right, man, let's go ahead and get into these kicks, man. The first thing I noticed right off the bat, man, when I got these fakes, man, If you haven't guessed it, it was the black. The blacks are fake. You know what I'm saying? They're not authentic. But the first thing I noticed, man, was the tongue. Like the tongue is real flimsy on these compared to what it is on the authentic. It's real stiff on the authentic. You know what I'm saying? RIP to my nigga Nick. Need to cut the background. But and then I looked at the bag that the laces came in, man. The bag that these laces come in, you know what I'm saying? You see how the Nike is like real, like thin, like the font of the Nike, and then you look at this one, and it's like just real thick compared to that one. You know what I'm saying? And then with these fakes, man, this is always peeling off. This Nike is just always peeling off. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at your authentics, and it ain't like that. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's on there pretty good. And like I said, just the font of it. You know what I'm saying? Compared to this one. It's just so thick. All right, then the second thing I noticed, man, was the logo on the back. If you look on the authentics, man, the logo is like so much more detailed. You know what I'm saying? Compared to the ones on the fakes. Like you can barely see that. Like it ain't really imprinted in there. It's in there, but it ain't really imprinted. And then, you know what I'm saying? I looked at, you know what I'm saying, where it has a 9 pound, 12.5. It's just, you can't even really see it on the fakes. Like it's peeling off. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody even wore these. You know what I'm saying? It's peeling off. And then if you look on your authentics, man, it's just so much more detail to the shoe. Then the second thing that I noticed, man, was the stitching. Look how much more detailed the stitching is on the authentics versus on the fakes. It's just not as neat. And then where your orange tab is, I mean, just look at the stitching that's on here. Like it's just so close and so divine. And then on here, you know what I'm saying, it's all just jacked up, man. This ain't even nice and neat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how somebody would fall for this, man. Like this just ain't good quality. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, from a distance, yeah, you probably can't tell unless you just, you know, up on it. But I mean, just right off the bat, you could just tell. Look at the difference. It's just so much more neater right here on these. Let's see. Just see how much more neater the check is. And then this one kind of got like a curve to it on the check. How it's like just going back there like that. And it stops right here. If you lift this up, it just completely stops. The stitching is all off. It's just not neat compared to the real ones. Look, and this hard to even peel up. Just look how much more neater that is. Another thing I noticed, man, was the inside. If you look at the 10 logo, you know what I'm saying, the classic 10 logo, it's just so much more shiny on the fake ones on the inside. Let's see if I can zoom in. You see how it got that gloss to it? You know what I'm saying? It really ain't supposed to have that glossy look to it. And then if you look on the authentics, you see it's not that gloss, it's just like really imprinted into the insole. Like I can move it different ways and it just ain't got no shine to it like how the fakes did. Like it's just so shiny on the inside there. Like you can see it like from afar. Like that light's just hitting it. Even if I scoop this one over to the light, it's just not the same effect. Another thing I noticed, man, was the checks. If you look at the check on the authentic, it's just got this point to it. It's like real pointy. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at the fakes, it's smooth at the top. You know what I'm saying? It's more round versus pointy at the top of it. You know what I'm saying? As you can see that. And then, I mean, with these fakes, man, this don't even stay together. You see where it's coming apart. You can see like some of the black material from here getting on the inside of that because it's just not holding together. And then, like I said, on the authentic, man, it's just, you know, it's good quality. It's not splitting apart. All right, then another thing I noticed, man, okay, where your toe box is, you see how many lines and how many zigzags that's in between that with the material. It just come out so far. It comes all the way out to here and then all the way out to here on the other side. But then on the authentics, you see how much more spaced out your zigzags are? And then they end before they get to the end. You see that? Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. There you go. See, they don't go all the way to the end like how these do. Like this goes all the way to the end. Now, for the material, man, that feels exactly the same. I mean, it ain't no difference on there. But just the detail on the face, it just ain't there. I mean, and then if you look at the authentic, you can actually see that stitching through that little clear panel that they got, which is right here. That's what I'm talking about. Here, you can't really see it. It's just smooth, really. It look rigid, but it ain't. Like you can't see the stitching in there. That's actually probably just one full piece. And a lot of people like to look at the zip ties, man. The zip ties, I mean, they getting so good with these, man. These two things are almost identical, man. You can't even, like, it's shiny on one side, and then it's real, like, a little rough on the back. But I mean, that's the same way on this one. So it really ain't no difference on those. I can't knock it for that. I mean, and then the shoelaces, man, they even getting better with the shoelaces. Like this material on the shoelace is damn near the same that it is on here. All right, I'm gonna give y'all some side-by-side shots. You know what I'm saying? That way you can just tell right off the bat, man, look at that check. It's just all bent off. Like I said, the stitching right here on the orange tabs that you usually get on your off-white. I mean, if you look at it, man, you can just tell. I mean, it's just so much more detail to the authentic one. You know what I'm saying? Versus the fake. It's two totally different things, two totally different looks. I mean, you can go by off these little Nike tabs that they have on the inside of the shoe, man, but with these tabs, man, they getting kind of good. Only thing is the stitching be off. So you make sure you pay attention to the stitching. Like I said, Nike, they don't really mess up with their stitching, man. They make sure it's neat, nice and neat. Yeah. I mean, yeah, but that's basically it, man. If you got any questions, man, drop a comment. Let me know what you think about the video, man. Y'all want to see more videos, man, hit me up. Y'all have any questions, man, when y'all want to buy something, man, hit me up. I have a link in my bio that'll hit you straight to my phone, man. All right, man, that concludes the video, man. I hope y'all liked it. I hope it helps y'all out, man. Like I said, if y'all got any questions, man, just hit me up. Like I said, the link will be in my bio, man, or y'all can contact me directly on Instagram, man. Hit me. That's your Paul back there banging.